On today's Breaking Views, Peugeot needs saviours and it's not afraid to admit it. And the EU hits bank creditors and hopes for the best. George Hayes, Reuters Breaking Views columnist, joins me in the studio. Let's start with Peugeot. You know, we used to say the line goes from strength to strength. Well, that was the TV ad when I was younger. I mean, it's struggling, right? You probably don't remember that.
Probably not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. But, or to overextend the metaphor, they need a kind of Chinese dragon to come in and sort them out. I mean, what's happened today is they've said, you know, we're not doing as well in Europe as we need to be doing, and they've written down with 1 billion write down, and in a way that's what we're saying is that's kind of signalling to these to Dongfeng, this big Chinese state-owned car maker, that, you know, there is a role for them to play. Kind of, they need their money effectively. So, and that is probably what's going to happen. So,
but they're getting what, 3.5 billion from Dongfeng and from the state.
Yes, but and the upshot of that is probably, or presumably, that the controlling family Peugeot will be diluted and Dongfeng will become a much bigger shareholder. But yeah, I mean, Peugeot has been trying to deal with its troubles by this kind of joint venture with GM. And that's kind of helped to a certain extent, but they still need further help, and that's basically what they're signalling today.
Okay, so in a way, sort of holding up the white flag, saying we need this.
Yeah, I can't think of an animal metaphor for it. But
I think we'll leave it actually.
Yeah.
A little rabbit getting its head out of a hole. No.
Come back to you.
All right, banks. I know you'd much rather talk about the banks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fast track rules. Are going to hit bank creditors. This regime, of course, now has been this bail-in regime, bailing in the creditors rather than going to the taxpayers in the event of a meltdown again. That's coming in 2 years early, 2016.
Yeah. And that's quite important because basically they came out with the initial ideas back in the summer, saying if a bank gets into trouble, rather than automatically going to taxpayers to sort it out, you need to kind of bail in, haircuts, whatever word you want to use, the creditors. And there was a big question mark then that basically this regime wasn't supposed to come in until 2018. And the big question was what happens if a bank falls over before then. And so the fact they've kind of met people halfway and come, you know, they do need some time to sort this out, but 2016 is a perfectly realistic target.
And we just keep our fingers crossed nothing happens in 2015.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But this is from your perspective, covering the banks, covering what's going on as we creep towards a union of sorts in Europe. This is a positive thing for you.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the European Union wide bail-in rules. What we'll get next week, hopefully, is what happens under a banking union for the Eurozone, just the 17 states which have euro as their currency. What happens if a bank gets into trouble there? Who pushes the button and says we're resolving this? Now, one of the key things that they will help them resolve that is this new bail-in regime that's been kind of sorted out for the whole European Union. So it's a definite step forward.
Brilliant. George, many thanks for that. George Hay. For more agenda-setting insight, watch our US Breaking Views show every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.